Hello friends, welcome to Engineering Funda family. In this video, I'll be discussing about basic differences in between IoT and M2M. See, in this video, I'll be discussing about differences in between IoT and M2M. And before you see this video, I request you to go through my last video based on M2M that is already added in video lecture series of Internet of Things. Based on that video, you can easily understand differences in between IoT and M2M. Let me start this session with basics of IoT and M2M. See, IoT and M2M both are networking of machines or devices. So here, machines are interacting with each other in both of these technologies. Here, devices are interacting with each other in both of these technologies, right? See, both of these technologies are differing with each other based on underlying technologies, system architectures, and types of applications. In this video, I'll explain you everything in great detail, like how both are different, right? Let us try to understand first how scopes are there with IoT and M2M. See, as if you talk about M2M, then in M2M, we are having direct communication in between devices, as well as you can say direct data exchange in between devices, right? So here, two machines can forward data to each other. Based on that, there can be interaction in between two machines, right? See, M2M involves a closed network or dedicated communication channel. See, M2M is having limited network, or you can say it is having limited application. So for particular application only, there will be communication in between devices. So that will be used for closed network, that will be used for limited network, and there will be dedicated communication channel. In M2M, there will be dedicated communication channel, and it is used for closed network, it is used for limited devices. But when you talk about IoT, then one should know it is used for generalized application, where devices will be forwarding data on internet. So from internet, one can access as many data as possible. There can be so many algorithms that can be deployed on internet with the use of machine learning and artificial intelligence, by which one can optimize the application as well, right? So when we talk about IoT, then see, IoT deals with connecting and networking of various devices, varieties of objects and systems through internet. So here, many networks can be interconnected with each other with the use of internet. There will be so many devices, objects and systems, right? While in case of M2M, we will be having similar categories of devices connected with each other, and they can directly communicate with each other, right? See, when it comes to communication protocols of IoT and M2M, then that is depending on types of communication, right? When it comes to M2M, then we use M2M in proprietary or non-IP based communication protocol. See, in proprietary, for limited space, we can have this M2M network, and here we will be having non-IP based communication protocol in majority of cases, right? But as if you talk about IoT, then here IP based communication protocols will be there. See, right now in 2023, we are having IPv4 and IPv6, by which we are providing all the communication, right? So IP based communication protocols will be there in IoT. At last, in structure, I'll explain you how protocol wise both of this technology differs with each other. Now, I'll be going to explain you next point, that is hardware and software emphasis of IoT and M2M. As if you talk about M2M, then that is more towards hardware, and as if you talk about IoT, then it is more towards software. See, in M2M, direct communication is happening in between machine, that you can see, right? Here we are not deal with software. While in case of IoT, we forward data on internet. So on internet, we can have many algorithms, like with the use of machine learning, with the use of big data analytics, with the use of artificial intelligence. Algorithms are deployed on internet, on cloud, and from cloud, you can access data as per your wish. So M2M is more towards hardware and IoT is more towards software, right? In IoT, hardware is there, but for optimization of application, we are having software usages in IoT. So more softwares are there with IoT configuration, while with M2M, we are more inclined towards hardware. See, when you talk about data collection and analysis of IoT and M2M, then M2M data is collected for point solutions. For point solution means one device is providing input to another device. So point to point communication is happening, point to point solution is happening, right? So which is more oftenly used in on-premises storage infrastructure. So on-premises storage infrastructure will be there, by which solution will be given in between two devices. But when it comes to IoT, at that time, you will be observing data is collected on cloud, and on cloud, as I have said, those data can be accessed by public, it could be there for private, or it could be there for hybrid cloud, right? And with the use of algorithms, with the use of artificial intelligence, one can optimize the application as well. So here devices will be connected with each other via internet. So more solutions are possible with IoT. So there will be cloud-based storage in IoT applications, while with M2M, on-premises storage infrastructure will be there. Right. Now, let us try to understand what is the basic meaning of machines in M2M and things in IoT. See, IoT means Internet of Things. Right. M2M means machine to machine. So what is the meaning of machines in M2M and things in IoT? Let us try to understand that. So here, when you talk about things, then here devices are used for varieties of solutions, and that is what we are providing from internet, right? And on internet you'll be observing so many algorithms are possible. With the use of artificial intelligence, machine learning, many algorithms can be deployed on cloud, by which varieties of solutions that can be provided. So that is the basic meaning which is there with things in IoT. While when we talk about machines in M2M, then here typically we have homogeneous machine types within M2M area network. Here machines are not there for varieties of solutions. Here machines are there for similar categories, right? So in M2M, machines will be providing solution, but that will be kind of point-to-point solution, right? Here we are not providing solutions based on so much data available. While in case of IoT, data will be uploaded on internet, on cloud data will be there. On cloud now, with the use of algorithms, with the use of advanced technology, so many solutions can be provided. While in case of M2M, we are using it for on-premises storage infrastructure, right? So limited solutions will be provided. That is how basic meaning is there with machines in M2M and things in IoT. Now, I'll be going to explain you data handling and analysis in IoT and M2M. See, M2M usually involves straightforward data exchange between machine. As I have told you, straightforward data exchange will happen, right? Or you can say two-stage data forwarding will happen. M2M gateway, sometimes that comes into the picture, right? If you have some complex M2M system, but usually in a single network only, machines are interacting with each other. So M2M has limited needs of advanced data processing and advancement, right? The reason is direct communication is happening. So you don't need to have data processing and all those things. While when we discuss about IoT, then here data will be uploaded on internet. So data collection, analysis, utilization of large data, that will be there in IoT. IoT system often leverage cloud computing, big data analytics, and machine learning techniques, as well as AI is also coming into the picture when it comes to IoT, right? So with the use of varieties of algorithms, varieties of types of solutions are provided on IoT, right? When we talk about applications, then one should know M2M is providing point solution, means on-premises solutions that will be there. So for on-premise application, we use M2M. While in case of IoT, we can have generalized applications. Why? The reason is all the data given by devices will be there on the internet. So with the use of cloud computing, big data analysis, machine learning, AI, right? Varieties of solutions can be provided. So generalized applications are there with IoT, right? So generalized solutions also can be provided with the use of IoT. Now, I'll be going to explain you some protocols that we use it in M2M and IoT. See, usually you need to understand that in computer network terms. See, when it comes to computer network, there are 7 layers, right? Out of 7 layers, in general, we discuss about 4 layers. See, out of those 4 layers, only 2 layers that we utilize with M2M, but all 4 layers that will come into the picture when it comes to IoT, right? So here, first what I'll do is I'll show you those layers. See here, M2M connection is happening. So here there will be source and destination that you can consider. At one side there will be source, and at second side there will be destination. So these protocols that will be similar on both of the side. Let me show you that. See, it is similar, right, at both of the side. So now let me come over here. See, data link layer that is there in M2M, where we provide point-to-point connection. So in data link layer, there can be varieties of protocols like Ethernet, Wi-Fi, cellular protocols like 2G, 3G, 4G, 5G, LTE network, right? And see, above data link layer, there will be network layer in which we can have IPv4, IPv6, right, interaction. So these two layers that will come into the picture in case of M2M solutions. But in IoT, these two layers will be there along with these protocols. But another two layers that we will be adding, like transport layer. See, in transport layer, in general, we'll be using TCP and UDP. There are some other protocols even that comes into the picture, but majority of times you'll be using TCP and UDP. TCP, that we use it for secured connection in between two nodes, and UDP, that is for connectionless services, right? See, so IoT will be having this transport layer as well, and that will not be there probably in case of M2M services, right? And application layer, that also comes into the picture when it comes to IoT solution, where in application layer different protocols are there, like HTTP, COAP, WebSocket, MQTT, XMPP, DOS, AMQP. So many varieties of protocols that will come into the picture. See, in this video lecture series, I'll be discussing about varieties of protocols as well in future coming videos, right? That's why I'm not going in that detail of all these protocols. I'm just listing this. What I want is you just need to understand one thing. In IoT, we are dealing with internet, while in case of M2M, point-to-point connection will be there, right? So obviously, when it comes to internet, at that time, computer network will come into the picture. So in computer network video lecture series also, I have explained all these layers in great details, right? But still in this video lecture series, I'll explain you all the basic concepts which are required for Internet of Things. I hope you found this video meaningful. Still, if anything that you would like to share, please note it down in comment section. I'll be happy to help you. Thank you so much for watching this video.